Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Geshe.
Special today is for mothers. Happy Mother's Day. How many mothers here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Good. Maybe doors, you can open door. A little bit there. It's okay. People hot. Okay. Anyway, we are very
So this is a very good time, to think about the kindness of the mothers.
And special for Mothers Day today, we call pray or always
So we should pray for, especially for the mothers, to have long life, to not to have success, and to not have sickness, disease, and so forth.
Also, the coming mothers.
The mother to be's.
Also today a very special day in Asian countries, in Chinese, Vietnam, or some Cambodia, they also celebration for Buddha's birthday. The Tibetan has 1 month extra. And usually,
So the Tibetans relate by delayed by 1 month.
Anyway, we believe Tibetan Sagadawa, the 4th month, 8th, Buddha's birthday. Then I don't know how they count, but today they have celebration for Buddha's birthday. Then maybe all of the world, most people celebrations for Buddha's birthday. And we are also Mother's Day, Buddha's birthday, also Geshe-la's birthday also today.
72. Wow.
We are all celebration together. And we are very fortunate. We are very fortunate. And we are today do whatever activities very good, powerful. Also we enjoy today the celebration to Buddha's birthday. Whatever they doing, we joy and we get more benefit.
So we get the profit without having to work without having to work hard.
Also, I would like to say, Also yesterday, all day meditation here, but many people yesterday here, also today here. I'm very happy. I don't know what's the Tibetan. I'm very glad.
No.
I'm very glad you guys. Yesterday all day, also today you come. Also, some people I always see here, always. Tibetan court look like take picture. You know, they take picture when we take picture one time, they're always there, right? Even normally not digital camera, we did it. It says always, you know, I see some people since I come here 2004. Some students are always there. Very, you know, today the to come on the tapi because Geshe Ngawang
And so I feel very happy and rejoiced over all of you who continue to come to the center. And so that shows that you are very serious about practicing Dharma, purely, with a good heart. And so while working hard in that way, even though you don't receive any results in this life, but there are many future lives where you're going to experience the result of these good actions.
We all believe in our future life, right? Today, that's young. Today, that's not so many children. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not so much. I need to go to the college damage. So, but the two shop, you can't get to college damage. And the roof, she's a good enough. Don't do something. I'm going to pay. Go to.
And so I feel satisfied looking at this result of all these hard works put in by our teachers, Lama Yeshe Lama Zopa Rinpoche, who started this center, and then also Geshe Tsulga, who has been teaching for many, many years, and all these the students of the center who have maintained all the activities at the center and so forth. So all this hard work has been meaningful.
Legal college, legal college. And the bench on the Sotan, bench on the Sotan. Chatangi, like a young the Chola Teddy, another than a Rucha Shomaris.
And also many of you succeed in many different ways, physically, financially, and so forth. So because of your hard work, that we are able to gather together and discuss about Dharma. And so it is not possible to have a good result if we all work hard together. And also, should continue. They should think until I die, I'm going to support. Kind of take a pledge, saying that you're going to do that, or even if you don't, take a pledge, do whatever way you can to help the center. And also we are able to invite all these the Western Sanghas, Tibetan Sanghas, the monks and nuns who are qualified in teaching to give us the teachings and advices.
Therefore, we are very fortunate persons. Otherwise, all of the world, many people have not chance to. Many things together. Otherwise, not easy to get this opportunity. And we are very fortunate. And I'm also very happy to share my baby knowledge with you guys. Also, I would like to say that, especially we're not the baby's moms. they always bring kids here. It's also very good. Even kids doesn't know that they heard something, always some Dharma words. They see some very holy objects. They very strong imprints. Otherwise, always maybe you can take to fish, maybe hunting. Kids become also same this way. So parents, tapo,
So there's an example in Tibet, where they say, whatever kind of the owner, it is, that's the kind of the slave for the dog's going to be.
Therefore, kids become good kids, bad kids. Maybe 60, 70, 80% maybe parents' hand. His hand, depend for parents. Therefore, I say also very thank you for special day. Right now, kids' moms also someone come from very far away every day. It is very hard work, but everybody has a job. Just somebody has 2 days off, somebody just 1 day off, but still they try to come to practice, also to do some work here. Then I'm very glad we have very opportunity to gather work, to
leave imprint of Dharma.
Okay, then now we start the book, then a little bit difficult. But anyway, this book is very important. Even you have to very high practitioner with Mahamitra, Yamataka, Bhajan Yogan is something is a very high tantras, but if you don't have any experience this book, then okay.
It's been very difficult for those high practice of the Tantra to work.
Therefore, we have to put the basic program or the basic median.
And so we should use these practice, these teachings as the basis on which we can do all those high practices.
These books talk about how you do meditation, how you think about, how you develop your mind, how you purify your negativities, and how you share with your Dharma friends. And also, they talk about how you eat. They teach us. The Nagarjuna, they get into friend. They say, how you eat us. So he teach you how you eat. We think. Anybody, I know eat, how you eat. Right? If somebody says, you don't know eat, they say, what are you talking about? I'm big guy, big girl, I know it. But we know that we eat. But also if you know how you eat, if you eat also become
It becomes Dharma practice.
Right? You can read the letter to friend. Some devotees, they say how you eat, that time how you thinking. Therefore, Buddha's very kind for us. Same as mothers. Mothers teach always kids how you eat, how you walk, Therefore, also we can check. Buddha doesn't say, okay, I said this, you have to believe this. If you don't believe, you go to hell. He never said this. It is exactly reality, reality, then I understand. You will check. Don't be
Don't be blind-fated.
Okay, therefore you have to study this not just once, again, read, think about. Then this too easy for you. You can read lam-rim. very difficult. And sometimes for us, this is not easy. Okay? Then also don't think we have to go to quiet or quickly, we have to finish this. Don't think this. Even when we finish this book, where we go, we have not to go. Then we study this slowly, thinking, concentration, and put you on mind. This is more important. Otherwise, us study in monastery, always you have to read something here, we don't find anything to read here, something, when we finish their chapter. And that we doesn't study much. We need to always debate. We need to some quantitative. Put there.
Same class.
Same class. We all the debate. We need to some show quantitative. Maybe so how can I do this quantitative? We check. Then we finish all the pages, then we don't find anything. Therefore, we study again, go back to begin again, study, thinking is more important. So, okay, everybody knows there are 4 Erics. For Eric?
Subjects.
Subject.
Outlines.
Outlines. 4 outlines. Everybody, don't forget, okay? Outlines very important. Outlines show how you go to. There was a map. You go here, then you reach. You want to go Boston to 93 something. Outlines very important. Otherwise, we just go round sometimes. Go round again. Then that is such a share cut of what?
So now the 4th outline, right? So how to lead the students of the actual instruction.
To
that there is how to devote to the Guru, who is the root of the path, and then how to train your mind after devoting to the Guru, who is the root of the path. And devoting to the Guru, who is the root of the path, is divided into 2: what to do during the meditation session and what to do in between the sessions. And then what to do during the meditation session is what to do. So what preparations need to do, the preparatory rites, so preparations to do, and how to do the actual meditation, and how to lead the actual meditation session, and how to conclude the meditation session. What to do at the conclusion. So the preparatory, there are 6 preparatory rites, right?
Can you guys, someone said that 6
preparatory.
6 preparatories? Do you know? No one knows?
Sweeping.
Can you row?
Go that way.
Go ahead. Setting up the altar, making offerings. With reference to bodhicitta.
I can hear you.
Obtaining honest offerings is the second.
And third?
Posture. Adopting the posture of Virochana.
Then 4 1?
Coming with the merit field.
I don't know, it's not very killing. You got it? You got it?
Petitioning the merit field, offering the 7.
Oh, you did good. How many now you got it?
5. Offering the 7 limb prayers and a word mandala, practices that contains all the key points of accumulating merit and self-purification. And the 6th is further petitions, which follow the oral tradition made in the hour to show your mental stream has been sufficiently imbued by your meditation.
Okay, anyway, what page?
In my book is a yellow book in 131.
105 in the book.
Yeah, then everybody can remember, maybe memorize this, okay? They come to maybe couple months. Therefore, very important to remember every time, every day. Otherwise, we doesn't know what's going on. This is the Tambo was.
So the first one is cleaning your room and arranging the symbols of enlightened body, spirit, and mind, right?
Are you cleaning this morning, you guys know? Maybe not time. Just get up. You guys come here, right? This is a problem. We like to enjoy sleep. We don't much time. Always we go walk, come back home, then sleep. Not much time. There is a talk as on. And then the should shower the Tashira kitchen burris, Logi down, then the mobile was.
So cleaning your room is very important. You know, we have explained that, right? Discussed that with many stories about the great masters, right?
And also clean to same area, you Gomba, everywhere, very important too. In monasteries also they have some term. They have monks to clean there, all the area the monastery. Shikaden, Tawanti to Mijis and you want Kaji.
So it looks good, you know, when everything is clean outside.
Outside, inside also. Very important also. The main thing is clean to our mind. But first we clean this outside, then try to inside. But this is a little difficult too. And that goes on to get sent to the doctor to show you bus, that's also carry away in a chick. And you Chona, Saji John, the Kadano, Yamla Tangano, Yamata, Pando, Satanovichi Yoko.
And then about arranging the symbols of the enlightened body, spirit, and mind, we talked about last time, right? You can arrange, if possible, the statue of Buddha, or a tanka, or even a picture, or at least a tasa.
And it takes take good. Last one day, and it's you. Shona Lam get on Bado. That they manage to concentrate, but they are carrying a tradition. And if good, but yes, or shower to was.
And that's the symbol of enlightened body, and as a symbol of enlightened speech, you have to have either the scripture, of the Passion Wisdom Sutra, or the lam-rim, the scripture, or any kind of text. You place that on the right of the statue.
And you also tell Ayani that Chonan Chotan of Timanan, so the Chuba of the rest.
And on the left of the statue, then you place either, if possible, stupa. If not, you can put one's bell and baja as the enlightened, the symbol of enlightened mind. So you, if you have already arranged it, every day on your altar, then it's good to clean, the front of the altar where you're going to arrange the offerings.
Then maybe we think this country maybe we don't have much dust, we don't have much to wipe, but you can wipe that you get more merit.
And in front of that, then you arrange set offerings. The offerings that we usually offer the water bowls, right? So by making those offerings, we can create or accumulate a great amount of merit.
아니 띵도 파티 다 림보체 와이나 소소 라마도 다 림보체 하는 거야. 때문에 되는 요리더라고.
So the way you arrange the water bowls, not to be too far from each other. If you do that, then there's this auspicious sign of being separated from your gurus.
아니 찍질라 봐. 투데나야 오모 뜸로야 그냥 사이들이 있다. 때문에 되려고 그래서.
And if they're too close to each other, or even touching with each other, then it says that to be inauspicious, to have a dumb mind and so forth.
아니 쇼나타 뒷바라는 방안에 내요. 내지 마이나 탈수에 그다 뚱바로 샤는 되고 그래서 봐.
So you have to leave a space, not too big, not too small, just enough, for a seed of a grain or barley, to be able to pass through.
아니 출루지 살아요. 쇼나타 라파니자가도 다 봄보라고 칠래나? 남아성도 라파니가 야다고 왔을 때 라파니가 출루고 그래서.
When you pour the water, you have to hold the jug or whatever, the pot or the kind of vessel that you use to pour the water. You should hold it with two hands. That shows respect, just like when a person of a high status comes to your house and you offer with both hands. That's the same like that.
아니 담보 간 파워를 아니 디글라테스 봄스 아니 담할테스 다 뉴스가 파워를 보세요.
And also, when you pour, the stream of the water that pours in the water bowl, the first, should be thin, and then it becomes, big or thicker, and then it ends, with a thin stream of water.
아니 루타마 양 출로라 파쇼죠 원래나 아니 소소야 스톰 차야게 차려가기. 야다 그 때문에 그냥 돼요. 그래서.
And also, when you pour, you should never overspill it. If you do that, that's again an auspicious sign of breaking your moralities.
Also, if you think you're or let people, I don't have any to me, that's
You should not, if you're a lay person, you should not think that you don't have any vows or moralities.
You always, you have to keep to 10 virtues. It's lay people or non-lay people, doesn't matter. Also, everybody check the refuge. We have to refuge.
You have the refuge vow. That's morality.
Yeah, we have a lot of many royal vows. Yeah, we have to keep this. Today, yeah, come again, na. And the young, that's what you caro. Tan Joan Yamdo, what did you attend to your reservoir?
And also, you should not be too empty. I mean, if it's not filled to the rim, then again, it's inauspicious for decreasing your wealth and so forth. So you fill to the rim, not overspilling, but to the rim, so there will be like still a little bit space, the size of a grain. Normally we have 7 balls, right, when we offer the water. And in some, I think I saw it in the text in a way. It says that the 7 balls symbolizes the 7 royal emblems. It says that when you make the offering of the 7 royal emblems and then pray, then whatever your wish are, all the wishes will come true. And then also there's the other way of counting, discussing about it, the 7 balls. It says that also symbolizes the 7 the regular normal offerings. That's, you might know those of you who attend the Guru Puja, symbolizing the water to wash feet, to drink, and so forth. So this is the system, in India, where people are offered water for the first time when they come to house. You offer water. That's either to rinse your mouth or to drink it.
근데 야 치치들 대주 까바죠. 그래서 나도 대치 대 담보 단초가 담보들이 담보 치대.
So the first one is the argam, which is the water for drinking, and then there's again they offer the water, pardon, that is for washing your feet.
까바치. 아니 전에 다 나도라 부도 그랬어. 부터 마시면 된다. 나도 그랬어.
And then you have
말로 담보 메토드. 아니 다 걸어 메토드 그래서 메토드 되죠. 저하는 내가 메토드 그랬어.
then as you come in as a welcoming, then you offer flower. In like India custom, they have this flower offered to the guests when they welcome.
근데 내가 다 부도 그랬어. 다 나라도 그랬어. 저도 그랬어.
And then they are familiar with the incense, to provide a good fragrances.
근데 가서 다 나살 마음에 다 준비되고.
And then offer a light.
아니 나도 니콜라이치 다 배려하는 가서 마클로니 조업을 되게 좋아서 가서 싸사요 와나. 이런 소소 쇼핑을 되려고 해서.
And in Tibet, you usually use the butter, for offering the lamps. And they said that more the butter, more the merrier. So more butter you offer, more merit you create.
좋아. 아니 드네 땅아도 레라 슈바에 저기서 슈바.
And then you offer the perfume, to anoint to your body.
아니 드네 가서 칼라 사야기. 아니 다또 저기서.
Then you offer a food.
대되나 땅아도 저거 딩아도 다 대생납된 세제세대. 또 시작들이 지리스. 아니 디나라 드라그 저거 봐.
Doesn't have to matter.
다들 또 저거 들어. 땅아도 다 디제도 같아.
So that's the normal offerings. And then usually they also include, sometimes they will include the sound, and then that will make it 8 offerings. So if you omit the sound, then there are 7 offerings, right? So those to symbolize those 7 offerings, then you have these 7 bowls, 7 water bowls. And then another one is to symbolize the 7 royal emblems. So each of these offerings have like 10 benefits, which are explained in the sutra, but I don't know them.
Maybe you go to Google, maybe you find. It's someone already put there. I don't think you have to read all the kanjis that too difficult. What is it?
So we talked about a lot about the offerings last time, right? So I guess you make the water bottle offerings at your home, right? And then you also maybe offer incense, and then on top of that you maybe offer light, candle lights, tea lights, and so forth. So you should do that all the time.
We never forget for our body to
Perfume.
Most people, I guess, I don't know. But, most people, also youngest doesn't forget. But always forget to offer to altar. The water bottles, sometimes we live 7 days. The waters be dry. But don't do this. This is not good. If you're possible, you have to change every day. If not, maybe, I don't know then how to say. But just 7 is very simple. We can get every place to the water bottles, then, this area very easy to get water. Then put 7, then little candle, then some, you have not problem to allergy for incense. Put some incense, and for very good to get more merit.
So today we're going to start from the third one, right? The third preparatory practice. So that is adopting the 8 future sitting posture. for whatever posture is convenient for you on a comfortable seat, and then taking refuge into looking for the chitta and so on. Right?
Everybody know. You think everybody know how you contribute to sit, but with a teacher, how you sit. That then they adapted some tone due to the mouth. That thing not watching some trouble they were which so can't come out with the end to check over.
And so it says that the rear of your meditation cushion should be slightly raised and the front slightly lower. So this is normally when you are doing your practice, or if you're in a retreat, then you need that kind of cushion. And so because if you are sitting for a long time during your practice, then it helps to get tired very easily.
And then so you dang of water, and you can say,
and then underneath your cushion, you have to draw a swastika, swastika sign underneath your cushion.
You do the answer that Jamil said, you take a thought you are. Tell them also you do the dragmas, no drawing much. Start the dragmas.
What do you call that sign in Germany?
Same.
Huh? Swastika? Same? So it's not that kind of sign. So it's not same as that. It's different from that. So you should not be, you should not misunderstand.
Look simple, but not same.
The opposite direction.
Yeah, opposite direction. Usually we put here, but they think maybe Western people have some rather luck. Then they check on this. But they took with Jensen the Carresena, and he touched about Dojegi. Sunday by Resro, Sanji Chum, the Dojet and the Sanji Wanza, that Tigan Namta Chamber each other to dream
So the symbol of writing that is to symbolize Vajra. That's the Vajra seat upon which Buddha gained enlightenment in Bodhgaya.
And Dojingini the Maraso, that's Sanji took him some as a sentence, another wall teacher, but
so it says that it is not appropriate to write, to draw the actual Vajra, because that is the symbolizing of Buddha's mind, and also it is the hand implement of the deities. So therefore, you should not write the actual Vajra. So the Vajra, it symbolizes the stability. So whatever you are doing, the practices, the meditations that you do, become stable.
But maybe we are not available to sit this kind. We have to, what's that?
But we are not able to sit in that way, right? I mean, it's not convenient for us to sit in that way. We always have to stretch our legs and hands and so forth, right?
Because you guys not used to. When you guys grew up, always sit on the chair. And the Tibetans in India, maybe that time, they always sit on the ground. They don't need this kind. Maybe they talk about for them, maybe not us. I'm joking, okay? don't misunderstand. 대치더니 다 되고도요. 자 들어와다. 아니 그샤. 아니 때모수서 늘 수유된 되고 말이지.
And then there are two kinds of grasses that you place under the cushion on top of the swastika. You place it, the tip facing to the front of the cushion. So there's this Truwa grass, which is the grass with many nodes. It's a strong, long grass with many nodes. And then there's the kusha grass.
그래서 딱 더워서야 되고 만족을 치우다 체리야도 제 빼와 그 땡겨서
So it's called a long life grass, but anyway, so there's the Tuwa grass has the symbolization is that it symbolizes to have long lives.
그래도 나도 지금 땡보다 로베가 쳤다. 체리보다야나 다른 것도 제가 배도도 그랬어.
And so the purpose of having long life is so that you can help the teachings of the Buddha to increase and for sentient beings.
아니 딱그샷 뒤에 아치 다 못하도 봐 살려도 어떤 얘기 보면 거예요.
And then the kusha grass says that the purpose of doing, placing that is to purify the pollutions.
근데 딱그샷에 대해서 다 쯤은 뭐 싫어할 때나 파도 찌진 누치 제로 싫어 자가 막 가서 제모 되어 그래서
So it has many many let's say it has many tips, but they're not spreading. It's all together, and so it's used for sweepings. It's very nice.
근데 이제 대 원래 디바이나 나라 소리가 짬 보여요. 먼저 짬이 되게 좀 심어 보여요. 그래서 싸도 시험보 직접 봐. 이러면은 시험보는 거 되게요. 그거 봐요. 그래서
And also they say that if you place that grass, there are many kind of a grass, but it's the nerve systems in our body, the channels and so forth, and so it helps that to be together.
We like to count our channels, but we don't know. Why this count channel? 그래서 자주야 시험보 영화이나 루야보로 루야보 영화이나 아니 선바 다 그래서 요용 걸려서.
So if the channels are all together, then we'll be able to pass the air or the breath inside smoothly. And if you are able to do that, then your mind will be more stable.
When is very important. When stop, we die. When always.
So yeah, the wind in our body has a lot of functions. So if the nerves or the channels are straight in place, then the winds will pass through evenly. And if the winds will pass through freely and evenly, then your mind will be more clear. You will not feel sleepy and so forth. You will be more alert. And will be able to think more properly.
아니, 그샷 때문에 다 수저 접도 못 잡았는데 저 봤어 저들이. 막 자와라야. 아니, 아트라스네. 다치 냠냠하더니 무서워 쉬마 있나? 아니, 딱 그 사이에서 산에들 쳐대. 근데 공다 샤치 녀와 있나? 아니, 다 접도 봤어 저랬어.
And so then also it helps, the kusha grass and helps to eliminate the pollutions and the uncleanliness. So they say that in India, when Brahmins receive caste pollution, then they spend a night in a patch of kusha grass, and that will help to purify those pollutions.
Maybe we can try to go there, still a couple days. Maybe a little clean for us. What is it?
So now you have placed the cushion on top of that. So you can place that cushion in your house, in the part of the house where you do your practice. And now it explains how you sit in the postures. So this is the verse there, right? Yawa and Sapa. This is the legs, the hands, and spine make three. Brought to your brought to four by teeth, lips and tongue. The heads, eyes, shoulders, and breath are four. These are the 8 practices of Virajana.
And namna said another Javaringa was Tinaga Sajinama not said the Takare. That should not even
And so the Virajana is one of the 5 Dhyana Buddhas. And so this is the way the Buddha Virajana sits.
다들 가려서 나타나니 깜바 도시 주름 샤워를 you guys may be not available neither.
So then it says the legs are in the Vajra position. So you guys know how to do that very well, right?
I'm not available. Maybe you're very, what call it? Yeah, flexible that you can do. 아니 다때 도지 주로 와도 다 나지 저런 거지 도모면 놔두니까 맞다 이 제거하면 돼서
And so the cross vajra leg is is required or must do only if you are when you're engaging in the high practice of the tantra, like in the completion stage. Otherwise, it's not really necessary to do.
아니 대마도 남주당하도 지금 그래 설계해야 가는 것이 아니 셰 주로서는 당하도 남주당하도 되는 데서 셰 주로서야 돼. 지금마다 설계해야 돼 가는 것이 하고.
Sengye.
설계세. 그래 근데 도당에서 지단한테 성화도 빌라서 되다 랍샤스.
And then it is also permissible to sit in a half lotus or nearly cross-legged in the bodhisattva posture. I don't know what is bodhisattva posture, but the half posture and half vajra posture is like just normally we sit.
Yeah, no, it's the half posture. What Pema
Is that bodhisattva posture?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, we are always half.
So we are sitting, normally when we sit here, we are sitting in a half lotus posture.
You know, whatever you're comfortable for, you can sit. Then you can put your hands together.
And just then place your two hands in the geshe of meditative absorption. And there's the right hand on the so left underneath, and then the right on the top, and then two thumbs touching each other. So there are many explanations in relation to the practice of the tantra, but we don't have to discuss that here. So the first posture is sitting in the cross vajra leg posture, and the second one is having the hands put together in the meditative absorption. And the third one is your spine or back being straight.
You're not straight, you do this, don't stay this.
And so our spine has to be straight.
Then don't do this kind, don't do this kind.
So don't bend here and there, but you have to have it straight.
Then you get by what Tana, Satan, Nuta,
Again, it's the same thing. The purpose is, if your spines are straight, then your channels are straight, and if your channels are straight, then the winds will pass through easily. And if the winds pass through easily, then your mind will be more alert and so forth. So that's the same benefit. That's the third one.
You guys like to meditation. You have to meditation. Look like this, okay? Now we talk about explain how you meditation, how you sit, okay? Don't think of how can you meditation. If you explain all things, then after you say, how can I meditation? Don't ask this question, okay? This is how you set up your cushion. After you set up your cushion, then how you sit. Now, they're not talk about how you think. They talk about right now how you sit. Kambaduji Chitanshi, Tadi, Labandusha, Totochin, there's some was. Tadi says, Matana, Tancho. So did that carry. Shoot down there my bashi, young, cut out of my to your Ranja.
And so that's the three first postures, right? So sitting in the leg, body and leg, and across the vajra posture, and the hands in meditative absorption, and the spine being straight. And now the fourth one, is the lips and the teeth, should not be too clenched or too loose.
And it's jelly they are getting out or jelly they are getting out.
The tongue has to, kind of stick to the upper palate.
And the Deja come Kumada, Yambachi, Rinpoche, young cousin,
So if you have, maybe that helps. I think the tongue, placing the tongue to the upper palate helps him to not have a lot of slavas.
대니 찍더 봤어. 대니가 찍어서 그냥.
So anyway, that's one. So the teeth and lip, one.
This is four one, okay? 다시 와도 상관을 해서 otherwise we use something, I don't know, also available to very deep meditation maybe. So
you might drool and get yourself dirty.
Maybe I want to start that, maybe I don't want to talk, maybe you guys doesn't know. Usually we was in monastery. In the monastery you cannot stay very, relaxed too far, we stay very tight. Then the monastery, the no air condition, temperature, the India temperature, then maybe, and non-term, very hot, then we have hot tea, hot bread, hot, what to the hot, then very tight, then too long, then we tired, we have to study. What? If the discipline is not there, we fall asleep. Then some monks very good sleep. We don't know he sleep or he true. Something discipline is very confused. He doesn't know, or he is real sleep or he meditation. But for I'm very bad to sleep. I don't know how I sleep this. When I sleep, I do. Then some monks also very then she was going to bed so
So some men monks get drool when they're asleep, when they fall asleep, and looks very dirty.
we don't have time to sleep this kind here. Maybe so worry something take it to it. Today is Asha. Anyway, this is a benefit for to keep you clean some mouth, Each today. How how you put your tongue, how you teeth, how you mouth, don't too tight, don't too open. Right? That then don't chop any. That don't go to the mouth go rest. Do it the out. Yes, my good out there rest.
And then your head should be slightly bent forwards, not straight looking up.
Tell go back na. And we can go out down the gepa.
So if you, the purpose is that if you look up, straight and look around, then you will have what do you call that, mental excitement. And so your head should be slightly bent forward. And so it's like like a good harvest. If the grain or the crops have grown well, then they will be bent slightly. The grass or the crops will be bent slightly. And the eyes should cast down towards your nose.
Usually Western people have very big nose. I don't know. Usually Asian people say we are very small now. The Western has big nose. Easy to see. I can see my nose. But this is that thema takewate.
And so you have to look at the tip of your nose. You should not close it completely, because if you close, then you will get the mental sinking, where you can fall asleep again.
We think about tomorrow's experience.
So if you open your eyes very wide and then look around things, then your mind will go over all the places. So that's called the mental excitement.
If you stay here, that your mind go to tomorrow. What can I do? What I do tomorrow? Oh, I have to go to shopping. I have my list here. We have mind go other way. What to check? There, that go on your teaching. That is. So she won't go. She gets another na. Someday they go to the Jahashan. They Jahashan go. Jama Hashan will be, but they must go. That's your never get.
But there's some teachers explain to close the eyes completely, like in the system of the Hashan, the Chinese model called Hashan. But that doesn't work for us, so we should not do that.
아니 가시는 남 church 다데 올서 대하나 용배하는 거래서 나도 내가 따라하는 게 말이 나서 좀 많이 말해서.
And some said, you should open your eyes wide open, but that is also not our system.
That was maybe you just open eye. 그냥 어디지 다 다들 나와 두 번이 왔어.
So that's
문나한테 봐서 두 번이 됐어.
so casting your eyes on the top of the tip of your nose is the sixth one.
다 덤바든 거는 초반이 되었지. 강간염도 샤워를 들어와.
And the seventh is the shoulder, the position of the shoulder. It has to be leveled.
아니
They should be leveled.
누치 나도 파 super 자샤면서 파테 셔나 바로 르는 거 아니 그만 들어와.
So your hands, should not be close, to your body, very close, touching, sticking to your body. You should leave it a little open so that the winds or the air will pass through, and that will help us to again, keep awake.
어타테라 리나나 주드드서래 주드드서래.
So those are the 7 postures of the Virachana.
This is they talk about how you sit. Then after coming how you think, okay? This is now we really sit. 다들 다 대해서만 다 내는 거라 직다 내가 첨부 배나 말배가 배워서 나라야 공도 파죠. 나 두다시 친구 다 그래 두다도 동해 지금도 될 수가 있어. 나도 배워서 대신에 말해서
그래서
마발로서 요청 마배 배지 공장에서도 나 다 공장에 다 되오신 거です. 난 두단도 또 문제도 나와 버려서.
So, Marpa, the great translator, and the Rinpoche teacher also said that the Tibetans, let alone meditating, they even don't know how to sit.
Then of course maybe Westerns either. 어디지? 근데 이제 다들 주대네. 다 제대 공이 먹으면 뭐 보여요. 제와티 다 우통하지 않았어.
And then the 8th one is the meditation, right? So that's meditating on your breath, counting the breath.
다 가는 아주 가리 공부를 야무나 상식으로 생각하고 이제도 샤마도 야보이 공부로 계속씩 하고 라마도.
So you have to meditate on a positive mind, right? On bodhicitta or love and kindness, compassion, the guru or deity and so forth, right?
이나야 다 단단 알아서 지대와나 나로서 gel라치. 로 개베셈 지다 뭐 개베셈 닝아도 gel거든요.
So if we look into our mind right now, we see that we have one virtuous and one non-virtuous mind in our mind all the time.
근데 예자 아주 소소 지워서 아주 gel라 로니 대치도 못하고 말해서.
So as the ordinary being, we cannot have two different kind of minds at the same time.
근데 다 나로서 망체 나도 가져와나 다 그대나 먹여 삼자장 그냥 제대로 그래서.
So most of us, like me, always have negative mind manifesting.
근데 예자 근데 샘 뒤에 그 제집에 가라 나도 다 계속해서 기도를 말더라.
So while this mind, the negative mind is manifesting, the positive mind cannot manifest at the same time.
근데 예자 근데 다 먹여 샘 빼는데 저셔도 공부도 간지지 요에나. Even you think about tomorrow experience, activities. 근데 샘도 파 매워지. 다는도 샘 그냥 보시고 그러더라.
And so, first we should eliminate that mind, the manifestation of those negative minds such as attachment, anger, ignorance, and even the distraction, mind thinking about what we're going to do tomorrow, and so forth. So first you have to eliminate that.
근데 샘 땅좀 세야지. 빼다. 나무 까보지 가서 여와나 레 까보지나 카마보 세보 나보 가리고 놓고 구조를 와서 근데 가서 세지고 그러더라.
So in order to do, only after that then you'll be able to generate or manifest the positive mind. And in order to do that, first you have to bring the mind in the neutral state. So just like a white canvas, on that you can draw anything you want. You can paint it in any kind of color. So first you make your mind, bring your mind in the neutral state, just like making like the white canvas.
Okay, now you already sit, right? We have cushion, we already sit. Now we think about, we check our mind. 근데 다 수수 다 맞대 사회다. 다 수수 셈을 삼아 장을 따서 수수 셈의 간대지도 있다고 그러더라고.
So now once you have set, in the right position, then you have to check your mind, what your mind is thinking about.
근데 다 근데 샘데 지 샘라파 지금 막이에 샘라고 상이나니게 샘로 다다로 지 되나 다 근데 샘데 다 나도 다 그래 제야 되죠.
And so if you see that your mind is thinking about all these negative thoughts, like delusions, the afflictions, attachment, anger, and so forth, or even the distraction about thinking about tomorrow, what to do tomorrow, and so forth, then you should try to change that.
어들이다 다 대체 다 답시 야시로 가는 당아도 뭐 지원을 장다가 많이 받지. 지금 너지 이게 제대로 많이 받지. 다 설문하려야. 파 지다다 생각 파로 송. 근데 저다 다 우리 저 대자장 걸다 성다. 대파 주지 되고.
So the best method to do that, to bring the mind in the neutral state, is to meditate or concentrate on the breath and then count it as you breathe in and out. Now your mind follows your breath. So I'm breathing out, I'm breathing in, and so forth. So you have to just set your mind on the breath.
근데 다 대치 래직 아니 래드 거 쭉쭉 좋아. 예시 다시 받을 나요. 그래서 와 파랑 주는 거 파랑 주는 거.
So you can do that many times. So it's like 1 time, 7 time, 9 time, 11 time, 15 time, 21 time. So you can do up to that.
아니 대단 당아도 샘 당긴 가도 샘 거보야 대가도 고고 그래서 나 이제 샘 고고 되겠죠.
And so this is again, to deceive that mental excitement.
You can, the moms, sometimes kids want something to do, then moms try to don't go on the same.
So just like when the children are very naughty or running all over the place, then you bring the children and then distract them with some kind of things, some kind of toys or something to make them sit still. So it's just like that.
Therefore, our mind look like 5, 6 years old kid. We have to trick.
Running around all the time.
Running around all the time. 내가 다 되고 파 땅에 돌아치 소리 진짜. 근데 인가가 지금 먹이와. 자서 지금 더와 나보려고 지금. 근데 남바치네 파 최송선배 다 선도 될다. 주지에서 말하는데 사지도 샤주에서 가게 실력 소리를 최선을 대대로 상담하는 배도가 있는 거죠.
And also, you can make it even more positive. Not just counting the breath, but also thinking that as you breathe out, imagine all your negativities, all your afflictions, and all the non-virtuous actions that you have created come out of your body in the form of black smoke and dissipate in the space. And then when you breathe in, imagine receiving all the blessings of the body, speech, and mind, holy body, holy speech, and holy mind of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in the form of white light. So if you think like that, then it becomes more beneficial.
Also, this is good too. When you are unhappy, you are very angry with someone. That time you try to forget that this kind of mind. If you know something, object, something, someone says something, you forget what you're very angry at that. If you think about this more and more, then you're more angry. You're uncomfortable. Then you're not comfortable feeling. Then you have to turn around here. Then maybe that night also, the night's too long for everybody. Anytime maybe you have some difficult situation, your mind. Very important during that time, you have to try to forget. Do some other things. Don't think always these things. Usually always I say, someone maybe there is no good, anyways. Someone has maybe, even someone lose job. For example, they think about, I lose a job, what can I do? Just think about it, how can I pay my bills? Then always think that then more uncomfortable. Try to just forget, everybody lose a job, we can find some other one. Maybe I'll try to do this one, then maybe less uncomfortable. What is your what to do? Kaji, that not go to watch in the same day.
And so we are playing smart here and deceiving the mind and making it to come into the neutral state.
When I did not pay it was, when I talk to Saja Tobo, there's such image me to one. So there's a Saja mission by day, 저 야는 파줄에나 코 가든 로로 치면은 다 공고 거거든. 줄로 타가지고 때문에 야보이 놓으세요. 야보이 놓은 소소된 로도 전에 근데 코 가든 야라야 그랬더니 코 스스 파트 되다 그랬어요. 된도 배는 놓았어.
So there's an example that if you are sitting on if somebody else is sitting on a cushion or on a chair and you want to sit on that, you can't sit on that while somebody's sitting there, right? And so what you tell that person, you tell a lie to the person saying, oh, there's a big show going on outside there. or somebody's stealing your car, something. And then when the person wakes up, stands up and walk away, then you quickly go and sit on that. So it's just like chasing your negative mind away and then putting your positive mind on the place.
told them, hey, the police come in, they give you ticket. Then all of them run away. This is just an example, you know. He checked, we put to the Damchoe, he told the country. That's same Goko, same Goko.
So that's anyway deceiving your mind in that way.
Pretty much was Taji Etujandi, you are uncomfortable, very big fires come here, still you try to some meditation, maybe compassion, then it doesn't work. Therefore you have to first you put mind very neutral.
So while the negative mind is manifesting, you can't generate positive mind on that. So first you lure that mind to go somewhere else, and then you place the positive mind in your mind.
What? Now we really meditation, okay? Don't think tomorrow's experience. Now we really sit, then we check our mind. That's same the chief, then you get Tanya Yabo, you showed Savayana. Then it does to come choose, come out choose, that gets them.
So then once you have brought your mind into the neutral state, not thinking about all these negative thoughts, not having any negative thoughts or the planning for tomorrow and so forth. Then after that, then you have to generate a positive mind.
Do you have to do homework? Homework? No. Okay, I'll forget. What a dark note, dark over time. That gives them chicken and chivatasho, that gives them chicken and chivatasho. Gives them chiva.
So now you generate a positive mind.
And it that go. Don't go that to look on to it.
So the first, the beginning, what do you call it, setting up your motivation.
And it that, you know, the Jirambochi, that's you. And it was Lozan, Jibitan, that's not the best. Gone and go to Tomaris, they are that you're going to get into the Angela. Susu, Lapata, that one.
And so just like you said here, so answered this and question in this text. It says, before any meditation, one should examine one's mental state properly, just as the words in Sanskrit should appear at the start of a text. This is what you meant or previous guru.
Something Maggiores. And Machaba, Madawa, the movie be somebody, that's in the Gavara, the Chamapa, the Mumapa, but Madawa, the legal sentence, that's what you're going to go.
And also Nagarjuna said non-virtue is produced from attachment, hostility, and ignorance. Virtue is produced from an absence of attachment, hostility, and ignorance. So therefore you should generate those minds.
Bena, Manaso Kunu. Colon never chilling, Kunoji. Kunote Kine. That middle of Geshe Ngawang Tenley, Lima Shawachina. Colching. That got the joint cherry, Tavitan, the child with the rock, Kunoka was. Don't never tell Tavitan, the color country. Tomorrow, touch it. So I have Tavitan, the children, Kunoka.
So you got it.
Tangazo Chila. Never kill the chicken, honey, chicken, Shawana rich. Lima China, the Tempana Kanji. The color. Pachola, the chicken, mother was no yagi. That short in all. Come on, do it. 다 끊어 두셔지 끝내는 다 가르치나 가지고 야보는 말씀을.
So if you don't have the proper motivation, even if you do something good, it doesn't become good. If you did with the bad motivation, then whatever you do becomes a bad action.
If you bodhicitta then different. If they can 가르든다 양 샤주 선바수 끊는라 샴바도 이제가 실로가 남제라라 받을 때 아니었어. 공부 남아도 때 아니었어.
But if you have a positive motivation, then whatever you do can become a positive action. So even if you do something bad with the good motivation, it can become good. Of course, it's not possible for a normal, ordinary person, people to have. It's not possible for ordinary people to do that. But for the sattvas, they can have a good motivation, and then they show the wrathful actions, and that can be good also.
Usually, maybe moms have some good motivation to subdue the kids. Maybe show some rough action. Maybe this country not. Maybe some Tibetan, India, they beat. But I mean, that 그놈이 평생을 끝내려는 시당에 잡아야 되는 그 평생을 끝내려니 소수 보고라지. 잡아야 되게 어려웠어.
So sometimes the parents, like not here, but in Tibet, India, Nepal, they beat the children in order to help the children to become a better person. When children do bad things, then teach them, and they beat. So that's out of good wish to help the children.
Mom has this kind of motivation, or our has for harm to our enemies. Then there's some motivation they bring to some actions. Maybe actions are similar, but different motivation.
So even if you're beating, with a good motivation, or even if you're beating, with a bad motivation, the beating is same as it's a beating, but it makes it different, because of the motivation.
어떤데 말도 딱 그놈도 개체 못이라 이래서 아니 조지가 자와 뒤나 야가도 로마도 간가 두 자로 그래. 자와 매면은 야가도 로마가 매 자로 되는데 다 자와 그래. 그놈 개체 못해서 와.
And so that's why Lama Visha also said that if the root is poisonous, then the branches and leaves also becomes poisonous. If the root is medicine, then all the branches and leaves becomes medicine. So the root here is the motivation. So if the motivation is good, then all the actions becomes good.
그래서 and 그놈 요모지가 끝내는데 투성 고속 간데 시야가 있나요? 다 되긴 되고 너무 얘도 뭐 하는 거래서.
So if you do any kind of actions like any kind of practice of hearing, contemplating, or meditation with the deluded motivation, then it will not have a good result.
아니 다 그놈이 개선 샴바니지 야보지 끝내는데 양치 시간 남지지 두자면 때문에요. 개원적으로 그래서 와.
But motivated by loving kindness, compassion, even if you show wrathful external actions, then it can bring a good result.
배낭에 상지 좀 된데 로반남지 나가서 있지. 다 감전으로 총바지 너가 가봐야 대나가 몇 두자지겠다. 미쳐서 세네 소소가 대 총세 그거서 내 끊는데 이와 아니 상지 좀 된데 되게 기억만 가지 하코네. 아니 이제 며칠 되게 뭔가자세히 듣바당 듣바 마사야다. 총변 응압자 쪼야게 쳐대. 다 전에도 기억만 되게 며칠부터 이제 끝나는데 고 세워 말했어.
This is in one of the Shakyamuni's lifetime when he was ordinary practitioner, was working in a ship which was carrying 500 merchants, and then one of the merchants had a bad thought of killing all these merchants and stealing all their merchandise, and so when the Buddha Shakyamuni in his previous life, when he found about that thought, then in order to save the life of those 500 merchants, and also to save the person from creating non-virtuous action of killing 500 people, and he killed that person.
되게 끊고 다 슈트하고 여기 개그 잡으라더니 다 가와 뭐 사야 쪽 조소면 그러더라고.
And actually, the act of killing, which was done purely with the proper motivation, good motivation, then that helped to purify all these negative karmas that he has created over many countless years.
제 영화들 소주 코랑기 다 내가 말했을 때 영화들 그러면 이제 슈치마다 뒤가 다 내부터 조도가 말이더라고.
So of course, that is not the result of killing, but the result of having a good motivation.
그래서 다 그런 것에 대해 좀 싫어해 말이더라고.
So therefore, having proper motivation is very important.
If you have very good motivation, you can go to still a little bit, little stores, okay?
Did you say steal?
If you have very good motivation, you can little still.
Still.
Still. I'm joking, okay? You do serious. Krishna said this maybe good then. Tomorrow, no problem.
Tell the police, and my teacher told me.
엄마 나도 병실에서 아마시래요. I'm real sure, okay? 병실. 아마한테 뭐라는 게딱 걔는 암초거든. 이거 생각해 봐. 얘도 뭐라는 거 보마다 저런가 암초가 끝막하게 누르는데 딱 아세요. 아니 뭐라 탐사나 배가 지더라고요. 그래서 아니 부모 되게 다 부모들 렘바시면서 그랬어. 여와서 아니 아마가 지오네. 딱 암초도 아마니가 고다나. 아마가 암초 조조치 되자 끝막하게 문제서 나와요. 그랬어.
And there was this kid and a little kid and a mother who had a monk doing prayer in their house. And then the mother quietly told the daughter to spy over the monk, check if he's stealing or not. And then the daughter came into the kitchen where the mother was. And then she said it out very loud, saying, "Oh, mother, the monk is not doing anything. He's not stealing. He's just sitting straight there."
다 근데 저도 다 엄청 거다 그거 내려 와서 있는 다 보고 내봐서면 되네. 굴라왔어.
So actually, the daughter should not have said it in front of the monk before he can hear, but she was not clever enough to not say that.
Therefore, don't Geshe say, "Oh, you're good motivation. You do bad things. Don't do bad things." Okay. Okay, we start here. Do you have any question? Maybe 3 questions.
So Geshe, the story you just told us about the person who killed the merchant on the boat to protect the lives of the 500 other merchants. It brings to mind what's happened in the last last week actually, of the killing of Osama bin Laden, because people all over the world are rejoicing, and yet it's considered negative to be rejoicing in someone else's death. But yet it sort of contradicts a little bit what you said, because Osama bin Laden was still planning other crimes against people. So I mean, there's different ways to view that incident.
대는 것이 무슨 소리? 가서 I mentioned the Western night. 말아서 코세바라 말아서 가와고는 말아서 빡빡 놀아서 그래서 뭐.
So I mentioned this I think last Wednesday. If we rejoice over his death, then we because he's not dead, but over his murder, somebody killed him. So that's very good. If you think like that, then even though you didn't kill, but you create the negative karma of killing also.
쇼진이다 코세자한테 야보 당가서 enjoy 재면입니다. 저 야보를 가르나 고랑이 다 들리게 해도 저 안주 써야 돼. 다 내는 세대를 권상 시에서 버렸으면서 야 코단다 로카지나 코드방을 썼다.
So in one way, it is good, that he was killed, because then that also stopped him, or that helped him to stop creating more negative karma of planning to kill again more people.
이나 말아서 끊어나 다 거기서 야보 종샤 섬샤와이나 대 말아서 득방으로 싸워 들어봐.
But if we rejoice, thinking that he's dead, he's been killed, and so forth, then that again, we create non-virtuous action for no reason.
근데 대만에 졌다 이제 고랭에 득바침보 다 그거 비뇨라고 뭐지 다 이제 그 등에 빼 쏴서 다 고나 그래. 마음만 등에 깨와 말이야. 다 무는 자 같이 머리 등에 되잖아. 아니 말도 득바서 말이야. 내가 와서 그랬어.
So instead, if we think, pity the guy who's been creating so many negative karma, now he's dead, poor guy, now he will experience so much suffering in the future and so forth. If you're thinking like that, if you have compassion, that's much better. And also then if you can pray on top of that for him to not have that river again where you'll be creating so much more negative karma, that would be much better.
그래서 당나도 저도 지가 가는 로데는 남주 밑에 계속 지티고 있나. 하고 멜랍스는 또 야소래서.
And so when people ask you about that, if you say you don't know, then that's best, I think.
Otherwise you say, oh yes, this could he killed, then we get more negatives. If we say, oh this very bad, maybe that was a luck. It's difficult to talk. Just I don't know this country. It's more simple.
단도 호랑기다들이 세야지 코스 생기 저러고 홀로 생기가 변화 상기 좀 되게 그런 세월에도 그런 세도는 그런 꿈에 오키어라 꿈에 오키에서 또 그런데라 때는데 거의 세월에 또 되게 와라 이나저다 미던에서 보상들한테 생기 미디도 그런 오키에 세월에 어다 코마스나 때문에 거의 되는 레가 먹고 좀 먹고 제라셔 그런 병이 와서 미션다 먹고 그런 노베 것도 쓰는 데는 섬에 거 생기 세월에는 되게 잘 돌아 그 생기 되게 그런 오키에 세월에는
그런데 야보에도 해야 되다. 그런 얘는 하고 그러.
그래.
네.
And so again, also, the person who killed Osama bin Laden, if he had the same kind of motivation that Buddha had of killing that merchant who was planning to kill other merchant, then of course it would be good. And he says, oh, Osama bin Laden is planning to kill so many people, so in order to protect all those people and in order to protect Osama bin Laden from creating all this negative karma, I'm going to kill him. If you had that kind of motivation, then of course it's good. But for ordinary people, I mean, people who kill him, I don't think they would have that kind of motivation. So the people who killed him, the soldier, the army, or whoever killed him, they didn't kill him with that kind of motivation, that kind of positive motivation. They killed him because they're angry towards him. They thought that he's a very bad person. He's causing harm to us. He's causing harm to our country. Therefore, I should kill him. So, with a strong grudge and strong grasping at self. So if there is someone who don't accept the Dharma, then we better say, I don't know what I feel about that. But of course, if somebody who accepts the Dharma, then you can explain it that way. Then they will understand, and that might be beneficial.
I just wanted to, so even in the story of the merchant, you still wouldn't rejoice, you still wouldn't celebrate the death of that person. So even though it was maybe a virtuous action on the part of the person who committed the action because of the correct motivation, you still wouldn't celebrate the death of that individual, correct?
Yeah, you should not rejoice.
Right.
If
So
you
it might be okay, good. The action was pure, but we still wouldn't rejoice in the action.
So, again, the action is not good anyway. Right. Because of the motivation, that action became good.
Yeah.
Not really action became good, but that it helped help to have more merit, and purify the negativity. But the action itself is not good,
yeah.
Right? So, of course, if the action is good, then you can rejoice. That's all.
Okay. Yeah.
I just wanted to say that for anyone who's on Facebook, Nick Rebush put a bunch of teachings of Lama Zopa of wrong rejoicing, and he collected a bunch of them together and posted them on Kurukulla's Facebook page and on the FPNT's Facebook page. So if anyone's not on Facebook, I can maybe we can link to those or something in the email that goes out this week. But it was a really wonderful set of teachings by Lama Zopa about wrong rejoicing, especially in relationship to the murder of Osama bin Laden.
Okay, this is very important this time. Also the Americans, one way they're very smart, one way they don't know what happened tomorrow. Next day they're very scared, oh now we're scared, what happened the next one. Today they, whatever they want, they talk about them. Of course, Bin Laden, he has also a lot of sports. He really planned when he died, who's the next one, how he do. They doesn't think that, then they will rejoice all the world. They're all angry. Then they will more fire them. Now you're scared, oh, then they record to all the Americans, wherever they, the whole of the vacation, they say, careful you guys. Because who did, they're all country, they say, oh, very good, we care, then the people, because this is make more problems, make more other people angry. Of course, for example, for us, we like someone, maybe they kill them, they say, oh, we did a good job, they be more angry, right? But they doesn't think tomorrow we're coming. Today they say, oh, we did good job. Now they are scared, oh, what's coming next time? Anyway, this is just my opinion. Okay, opinion. This is very hard. Opinion. Okay? Okay, thank you. Then we set up today. Happy holiday, happy Mother's Day, happy Buddha's birthday, happy Vishnu's birthday, happy your birthday.
Thank you, Geshe.